Very good morning to all of you. Hope you all are doing well and you all are safe in these critical situations. So today we will see about the function calling through the Python. As you know, function is a block of organized reusable code that is used to perform a single and related actions. Functions provide better modularity for the applications and it may provide a high degree of code for reusing. Okay. So function blocks always begin with the keyword def followed by the function name and parenthesis. Any input that is defined inside the parenthesis is known as a parameter or argument, and that is should be placed within these parentheses only. We also define parameter inside this parenthesis. The code block always start with a colon and it is intended. The statement return exists a function optionally passing back an expression to the caller. A return statement with no argument is the same as a return none. So in this slide we can see the various syntax, various terminology which is used to define the function. As in the center we are seeing def function underscore name parenthesis open parameter parenthesis close and the colon, and further we define our as many as statement as we want, and finally we return it through the expression. So in this function defining we can see def, that is the keyword and that is used to define the function. Input parameter is placed within the parenthesis and also define parameter inside the parenthesis. The code block within every function start with a colon, and return statement exit a function block, and we can also use return with no argument. So as an example we can see here as a in comment line defining function print underscore string parenthesis open str1 parenthesis close. This function print the string being passed as an argument. So finally we will write code in this way: def that is used to defining the new function, and our function name is here print underscore str, and inside the parenthesis we are defining the parameter that is the str1. Now we will call this str through the print, and this one the return the value. So finally we will call this our defining function that is the print underscore str, and we will call in this way print underscore str parenthesis open calling the user defined function. So when we will call this print function which we have defined, that will return the value calling the user defined function. Whatever value we will define here, that will be returned back to us. So passing argument to a function in any programming, there are two ways in which argument can be passed to function. One is the pass by value and second one is the pass by reference. If we will go through the pass by value, then we have to follow these steps, and these are the basic things which we should know in case of pass by value. Here function creates a copy of the variable object in Python passed to it as an argument. The actual object is not affected. Object is of immutable type because immutable object cannot be modified. Whereas in second case, that is the pass by reference, the actual object is passed to the called function, and all the changes made to the object inside the function affects its original value. Object is mutable type. As mutable object can be changed, the pass object are updated. So as an example we can see here, first example we will see about the passing immutable arguments. So firstly we will define a equals to 10. Now we define our self function that is here change underscore value. So define change underscore value parenthesis open a parenthesis close and colon. Now we have given a equals to 20 and print inside function a, and also we call its memory location address where this value will address store. Then we will return this value, And finally we will call print before function call a address and its id, and after that we call our function whatever we have defined, that is the change underscore value a. Now we will print before function call a and also its address. Now we will analysis its output. Before calling the function, it will give the value a equals to 10, and suppose its address is equals to here given here 1951553952. This one is the memory address where your a value will store. Inside a function a equals to 20 and address is this one, and before function call a equals to 10 and address is given here. So here we can see before calling the function, whatever default value we have defined at initially a equal to 10, that value is taken as a print. But when we call this value after our defining function, then we get the value a equal to 20. Second one example is the passing mutable argument. Suppose here we are passing one list, that is the my underscore list. A list value contain the following value 1, 2, 4, 5 and 6. All values are separated by the comma. Now we are going to define our function. Define change underscore value, or inside the parenthesis we give as a parameter defining my list. Suppose now we want to change the my list value at its 3 position by 30. Then we define my underscore list 3 equal to 30. Then print value inside the function my list address of this list, then return. Then again we print before function call my list and address, and then we will define our function change underscore value, and we call this function by using print. Then as a output we can observe before calling the function my list will be 1, 2, 4, 5, 6 whatever we have defined initially, and address will give its memory location where this one has been stored. Now in second output value inside the function my list equals to 1, 2, 4, 36. Here value 5 has been changed by the 30 because in my list we have changed third position by the 30, and this value will this change will only appear when we call the function, otherwise it will take its previous value. Now we will see the function arguments. First one is the default argument values. Default argument is that I assume a default value if a value is not provided in the function call for the argument. The default value is evaluated only once. Example, define function 1 parenthesis open a comma b equal to 90 parenthesis close and colon. In this case we haven't defined the default value for a, but in case of b we defined its default value 90. Now print value of a and print value of b, then return it. Now we call our function 1 and we give the value a equals to Monica and comma b equals to 50. And in second function we only pass the value a equals to Lalit, but in case of b we are not passing any value. So in first case function 1 we get the output a equals to Monica and b equals to 50, not the default value, because here we defined b equals to 50. But in second case when we call the function 1, here a equals to Lalit, but in case of b we haven't given any value, so that's why it will call its default value whatever we have defined in initially, that is the b equals to 90. Okay, so when the value of b is not passed in function, then it takes default value argument, otherwise whatever value you will pass that will be taken. Second example of default value argument, the default value is evaluated only once. This makes a difference when the default is mutable object such as list, dictionary or instances of most classes. Example, define function 1 b comma l equals to list. Now we append the value of b in the l by writing this way, l dot append b. Now return l, then we call print function 1 Devashish, print function 1 Gunjan, print function 1 Monica, print function 1 Lalit, and print function 1 Purva. So output we will get like this. Devashish in first function 1 we will get the list value Devashish. In second function 1 we will get the value Devashish comma Gunjan, because each time each defined value are added on the list. Similarly Devashish comma Gunjan comma Monica, similarly Devashish comma Gunjan comma Monica comma Lalit, similarly Devashish comma Gunjan comma Monica comma Lalit and Purva. Okay, so now we will see the keyword argument. Keyword argument are related to the function calls. Using keyword argument in a function call, the caller identifies the argument by the parameter name. Allows to skip argument or place them out of order. The Python interpreter use the keyword provided to match the value with the parameters. Example, define function 1 and inside the parenthesis we are defining two parameters, date comma year. Now we call the print date and print year. Return the value by calling function 1, year equal to 1975 and date equal to 20. When we run this program, then we will get the output date equal to 20 and year equal to 1975. Okay, so this way we can define our own function. Now I am taking another source for better understanding of syntax of Python for function. As we have discussed number of the time, and I have also tell you there is a number of the online resources where we can easily understand about the various keywords and various things of the Python. So one is the w3schools.com, as you know. So we open this site w3schools.com and we will click the Python functions. Then we can see here Python function. Okay, so here we can see a function is a block of code which only runs when it is called. Okay, you can pass data known as parameter into a function. As I have already told, whatever value you want to pass, you have to define that value inside the parenthesis. Okay, and that is known as here parameter. A function can return data as a result. Similarly, creating a function in Python, a function is defined using the def keyword. Example, here we can see def my underscore function. Now if we will def my underscore function, parenthesis open, parenthesis close, colon, and print hello from a function. Now we can call this function by this way, define my function, print, and now in last we will call my function in this way. When we run this program, then we will get output this one. Here you can see hello from a function. Initially we define one function, my underscore function, and we haven't given here any parameter, any argument, and simply we print hello from a function. Means through print value we are giving the parameter hello function, hello from a function. Now I call my function, then this one give the output hello from a function. Okay, argument. Next one is the argument. Information can be passed into functions as argument. Argument are specified after the function name. Inside the parenthesis you can add as many as argument as you want. Just separate them with a comma. The following example has a function with one argument, fname. When the function is called, we pass along a first name which is used inside the function to print the full name. Example, define my underscore function fname, print fname plus ref sense. Now I call my function and giving the parameter value emil, my function giving the parameter value tobis, my function giving the parameter value lins. When we run this program, then we get output like this: email refsnes, tobis refsnes, and linus refsnes. Okay, so in this way we define the function. Now we will move further. Arguments are often shortened to RGS in Python documentation. Parameter or argument. The term parameter and arguments can be used for the same things, information that are passed into a function. From a function perspective, a parameter is the variable listed inside the parenthesis in the function definition. As I have already told, whatever value, whatever things we are defining under the parenthesis, that is known as a parameter. An argument is the value that is sent to the function when it is called. Means whenever we call our function and whatever value are returned back by the function, that is called as an argument. Okay. So number of argument. By default, a function must be called with the correct number of arguments, meaning that if your function accept 2 arguments, you have to call the function with 2 arguments, not more and not less. For example, this function expects 2 arguments and gets 2 arguments. Here we can see define my function and 2 parameter f name and l name, means first name and last name. Now print the first name plus last name. Now through the my function we have to call it by 2 argument. Here we have called through emil and refsnes. So when we run this program, then we will get output like this. Here we have given 2 parameters. These 2 parameters have been called through the 2 argument, and we have get this output emil refsnes. Okay. Now we are moving further. If you try to call the function with 1 or 3 argument, you will get an error. Suppose in function we have defined only 2 argument, and when we are calling this function through 1 or 3 argument, means whatever argument you have defined, and if you are calling that function by less argument or more argument, whatever number you have decided, then you will get the error. Here we can see the example. In this function expect 2 argument but gets only 1. Define my function first name and last name, but we are calling this function by only 1 argument, so in this case we will get the error. Okay. Arbitrary argument. If you do not know how many arguments that will be passed into your function, means when initially you define suppose 2 argument, and at the end you are not going to know how many number of the argument you are going to call your function, so you will get the error. So in this situation there is a one way through which you can define your function, and here we can use star before your parameters name inside the function. So here we can see, if you do not know how many arguments that will be passed into your function, comma, add a star before the parameter name in the function definition. This way the function will receive a tuple of argument and can access the item accordingly. Example, here we can see, if the number of argument is unknown, add a star before the parameter name. Here we can see define my function star kids, print the youngest child is a plus kids 2. Now here in function we have calling this function, our defining function, by using emil, tobis and the linus, but in print we have called kids our second position. So when we get when we run this program, then we will get output like this. The youngest child is the linus. Why you are getting linus? Because in this print value kids 2 we find the second position of our calling function. The second position 0 1 2, second position is the linus, so that's why you are getting output the youngest child is linus. Okay. Now we are moving further. Keywords argument. You can also send argument with the key equal to value syntax. This way the order of the argument does not matter. Example, define my function child 3, child 2, child 1. The print the youngest child is plus child 3. Now in my function we are giving the child 1 value equal to emil, child 2 equal to tobis and child 3 equal to linus. Then we will get linus, then we will get the output the youngest child is linus, because here we directly define the value inside the child. 3, and we call here child 3. So that's why we are getting output the youngest child is Linus. Okay. Arbitrary keyword argument. If you do not know how many keywords argument that will be part into your function, add 2 asterisk, means 2 star before the parameter name in the function definition. This way the function will receive a dictionary of argument and can access the item accordingly. Example, if the number of keywords argument is unknown, add a double star before the parameter name. So here we can see the way how we are defining the function. Defining my underscore function 2 star kids, print his last name is kids L name, and my function f equals to Tobias and L equals to refsnes. Now we run this program and get the output. His last name is refsnes. Okay. Default parameter value. The following examples show how to use a default parameter value. If we call the function without argument, it use the default value. Suppose in example, define my function country equals to Norway. Now print I am from country. Now we are defining here 4 function. We are calling our function 4 times. In first time my function, and we are giving the value Sweden. Second time my function giving the value India. Third time my function, and we are not giving any value, and fourth time my function Brazil. When we run this program, then 3 times we get the country name Sweden, India, Brazil. But in case of the third function where we are not giving any value, in that case we will get the default country name. That is the default country name is Norway. So let me run this program, and you can see in the third case my function where you are not defining any parameters inside the function, then you are getting its default value, and default value is country equals to Norway. So that's why you are getting here I am from Norway. Okay. Passing a list as an argument. You can you can send any data type of argument to a function. That the data type may be string, number, list, dictionary, etc., and it will be treated as the same data type inside the function. Example, if you send a list as an argument, it will still be a list when it reaches the function. Example, define my function food, and for x in food print x, and you are defining fruits equal to apple, banana, cherry. Then when you call this function my function and give the value fruit, then you will get value one by one, like apple, banana and cherry. Okay. So in this way list, dictionary or any data type may also be an argument. Okay. Return value. To let a function return a value, use the return statement. Example, define my function x and return 5 multiply x, and we print my function 3, print my function 5, print my function 9. Then we will get the output like this 15, 25, 45. Means our function will return the value 5 multiply x, and in this case x you have defined in first function 3, second function 5, third function 9, and this function will return the value 15, 25, 45 respectively. Okay. The pass statement. Function definition cannot be empty. But if you for some reason have a function definition with no content, put in the pass statement to avoid getting an error, like define my function equals to pass. Then we get the output. Having an empty function definition like this would arise an error without the pass statement. Suppose if you will not add any pass value and we directly run this program only, one line program only, then you will get the error. And suppose if you want to avoid this error, then you have to add the pass value. So in this way there is a number of the way through which we are defining our function. And already I have provided before this number of the PPTs and number of the resources I have already told you. From there you can further clear it about the function. So let me know if any doubt is still there. Okay, thank you.